So let's talk about listening in seduction. We know it's important, but are you doing it right? So there's active listening and passive listening, and it's not what you think. See, passive listening is when you're listening, but you're waiting for her to finish so that you can talk. So you're going, okay. And you're not really listening. You're passively waiting for your turn. That's a huge mistake because you're missing everything she's saying, and she's telling you everything you need to know. Active listening is when you're actually listening. You're taking the time to listen to every word, not just every word. You're watching every movement. You're seeing the words that are not being said, and you are taking those into consideration when putting together the entire story. One thing that I've done in order to gear focus to the conversation is develop a system called tracks. So you're listening for the tracks. Track stands for tone, repetition, activity, contradiction, and silence. You're listening for how she's saying something. Is she uneasy? Is she mad? Is she upset? Is she hopeful? This is the tone of the conversation. Then you want to spot repetition. She says something once, she says it again, and maybe she says it again in a different way. This means that whatever she's repeating is something very important to her. Then you're watching for activity. There's two types. There's types of activity within the conversation. Is she putting her head down? Is she looking away? There's that activity. And then there's the activity based on the story she's telling you. She's telling you a story about how she did this, and that. That activity you need to take into account when putting together the whole story. Then you're looking out for contradictions. She says one thing, but does another. Maybe she says she hates drama, but she's always in some chaos. These are the contradictions that you're looking out for. And then you're listening for silence. The things that she does not say sometimes are even more important than the things that she do say. So you want to listen for the things that she does not talk about. These are the things that are holding the secret vault into her emotions. If you learn to use a track system and you practice, you'll become an expert active listener. Stop trying to tell your story. Let her get to that when she needs to. Listen to her and listen to every word, because every word is charged with the background you need to really understand where she's coming from. And just the act of listening will put you above the 99% of guys that are just waiting to tell their side. Make sure that you become that listener that does not only listen, but looks out for the tracks and then tries to understand the deeper meaning behind her words. Because a lot of times words are charged with subliminal subtext that if you learn to decode, you'll become a master at understanding her emotions. But it all starts with listening. So this is Seduction Tech. If someone you know should listen to this, please share it and make sure you subscribe for more. And don't forget to download the Seduction PRM app from the App Store or from the Play Store. This is the Seduction app that will help you manage and elevate your seduction to a whole new level.